This. Here we go, and we are live. Hello, beautiful people that are joining us tonight. I hope everybody's doing great. We are doing great on our side. Just letting you guys know that we have Vess that will not be here tonight because he is a very important person and currently probably solving world hunger somewhere. And we also have Shiraza / Lucian, RIP. That currently is in an area that has tornado warnings. So if his house flies off,
thunderstorm.
It's a severe thunderstorm. Forgive me.
With the tornado warning siren going off, so I don't know.
You heard it here first. So I mean, like, if suddenly we hear some funky sounds and then suddenly no more, we'll know what happened. But that's about it. So how is everybody doing? How has everybody been in the last 2 weeks?
If I lose power, I'll text you guys.
Yeah, we'll roll the dice for you. It's gonna be fine.
No. If the power goes out, he has to start doing death saves until he gets back online.
Yeah, every 6 seconds? That's rough, bro.
That's good, because I'm already...
You've been away for 20 minutes! Like, Jesus, no.
Well, I mean, looking at the weather, because I'm watching that inside, it's looking pretty good for my area. Nearby, it's pretty bad.
I also feel that the weather has something against us, because, correct me if I'm wrong, but last time we played, wasn't there also another tornado warning?
Well, like I'm saying, I live in an area that just happens every time. Like, it's the springtime, that's pretty normal.
Springtime, normal, tornado warning. Who'da thunk?
Yeah, you live in an area where there's a season. There's a season for these things, and that season is January to December.
Yeah.
Wow. So I need to ask you a question. So, I mean, everybody and their mother probably watched the movie Twister, and they talk about like the tornado corridor type thing.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
You don't?
No.
No, they say
Why
like...
Why would he watch a movie about his regular Tuesday?
I mean, I don't know. It's like horror movie type thing, or perhaps it's a documentary for him. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a documentary.
That film came out in 1996. I've never heard of it.
Fair.
Hey,
okay. There was a remake.
There was a sequel made.
Whoa, sequel, quote unquote sequel. It's not really a sequel.
It's a sequel because there's an S after it. The first one was just Twister. This one is Twisters.
Hold your horses, the Fast and Furious.
That's right.
All right.
Yes. Anyways, to answer your question, yes, there is a tornado alley, and it is through the center of the U.S. because those states don't.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Tornado alley. Yeah, of course. That's the name of it.
That's where I live.
Gotcha. Is your house made of concrete? Like, is it like? Oh,
no.
We heard the thunder struck. We heard the thunder again.
No, remember? His house is made of glass because they just rebuilt one.
And so before we got on stream, he was talking to us about a metal rod that was located outside of his house. So it's like, okay.
Yeah, it was basically like a thunder rod. It was pretty funny because lightning would hit it and then the thunder would crack and stuff.
Fair. Okay. Just give me a second. I'm hearing. Oh, okay, that's where. Should you?
Like,
yes.
Mute and then unmute.
You tether yourself to a water pipe. Like
no. I'd rather that you do not mute yourself. So if anything happens, we will. Yeah, I mean, if you're in trouble, we don't want you to need to push to talk.
I mean, that'll be good content here in the storm. Rip through
Good content. Shiraza's house flew away. Amazing content. No.
I
hope so. Can you imagine the intro?
Shiraza passed away.
Fair. All right. So, let us get into tonight's episode of Kingmaker, Crafters episode 13. First World. Last we left off, our valiant heroes had found the temple, or rather the desecrated temple, in the middle of the Gnarl March forest. It was abandoned and guarded by a bear spirit of sorts that, upon being defeated, turned into a man, which gradually and rapidly became older until he turned to dust. Kind of like, in Indiana Jones when the guy drinks from the wrong grail. That's pretty much what happened.
He chose poorly.
And eventually died. There was also noticeable effects on the surrounding area where you were. The pool of water becoming a bit more radiant, some flowers blooming here and there. And if you will remember, there was the pool of water, and then to the left of it, there was staircases leading into this cave alcove of sorts that you had not yet explored. So I believe that this is where we were last we left off. Am I forgetting anything?
We sent Vess out to go get the berries to Boken, but past that, I think we're good.
You are correct, and I do believe that we had decided that you had in your company Amiri, and I do not remember who we had said would be controlling said Amiri.
Nukri.
Nukri would
Oh, we did say that, and we were, yeah, yep.
And
got
then
it. We're gonna nail this.
we
This is
meant
gonna
to
be
talk
great.
about it, and then we never did.
You are correct. So, the first thing that we will do this evening, in light of certain things that will be happening impendently, I would like all of you to level up to level 4.
Oh god, that's like a
We get
huge deal.
power.
That is a huge deal.
Nice.
So if you
Open up
simply,
wiki.
before you do anything, just give me a second. I will add the extra experience points to bring you over. So it should, anything that is automatic should be added immediately, and everything else will be done separately. So that is 97 experience points to the party. So you are now officially level 4. Your HP limit has gone up, as well as your related saves and so forth. Just give me a
I
few
believe our baby dragon levels up too.
the
right?
baby
We
cup
had-
dragon also levels up. Yes, indeed. He becomes
Excellent.
rather than being a teacup, he's a coffee cup dragon.
Excellent.
Which
Excellent.
is so slowly exponentially growing. You know, it's going to be a level by level, like 1/2 inch every time. So by the end, he will be a full 10-inch wide. So which is important.
I am sure there is an inches joke in there somewhere, but we have children watching in Berserker booths, so we will keep this PG.
So, okay, two things. First of all, if there's kids watching, that's because they're not looking at the warning, because our show is actually rated mature, so we are allowed some more adult language, first of all. The only thing that could get us anything
you sweet
is...
summer child that you think children look at those warnings.
well, I mean, then it's their parents' fault,
baby.
right? And second of all, so there's two more things. Second, do you really think that Berserker Boots' daughter is old enough to understand it? And third, do you really think that whatever she hears here, she will not have heard from either her dad or anybody else in her immediate surrounding, because she hangs out with us. So he hangs out with us.
I didn't think Berserker was old enough to have children.
Oh my God! Jeez.
Good for them.
Fair.
Speaking of,
Yes.
you requested me to look at your tags. Do you want me to
I
do
did.
that?
I remembered that you were like, "Oh, tags!" So I changed them rapidly. So what we're
Okay.
gonna do is, if you can please just decide the few feats that you will be gaining, and I will
Out of
also
the 12 million we have.
on the 12 million upgrades that you guys have access to.
Yeah, just, figure them out.
Just give me
Real
a
fast.
second. And once you're done, let me know, because the upcoming things will be on a one-to-one basis at the beginning.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use that
I'm pretty
off
sure
camera
I'm
as
taking
well.
quick draw, but I have to make sure that's actually.
Go right ahead. I just want to check one thing for each of you. Just give me a second. We're gonna go edit items, wizards, Bran, skill feat, and wizard feat. So technically, you only have 2 feats to decide, Bran. And of course, spells as you are leveling up. Let me. What?
I know.
Good. It's funny because so Bran also plays in another Kingmaker campaign that I'm having, and it's funny because pretty much everything that these guys have done, you have not done, and some of the things that you have done, they have not done. So it's funny to see how, like, he's and he's also playing a wizard in that other game, and we got into the game and he was like, "I'm ready for this," and forgot that he had no wizard spell memorized, and no, that's my other character. So that was funny. So Gilali, you only have again feats to the side. I think everybody at fort level only has feats to the side, which is actually fun and great.
Oh, I don't get a class.
You don't get a
Quest
quest?
No class feat.
No.
must
So
be just
sorry. At level 4, you should be You should be getting a class feat and a skill feat.
Okay.
Everybody
What
should be
is-
getting a class feat and a skill feat. Yes.
How do we find out our deity's domain?
Your deity's domain, if we verify here, edit item, edit anathema, areas of concern, nature, the sea, and weather. The divine attributes and domains are air, nature, travel, and water. For your god Gosray. Alternated domains, meaning that by extension it also includes the domains of cold and lightning.
Sounds like gain something.
I will also change.
What do we need in order to take an uncommon feat?
Just ask me.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay.
For Rogue, I remember there's something about I gain the ability to train my skills. I can't remember where I found.
Expertise. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, like going from trained to expert to master or whatever.
No. We'll have to check on that.
Skill increases.
Yes.
At second level, on every level thereafter, you gain a skill increase. You can use this increase to become trained in a skill you have, or become expert in a skill which you already trained. So
Perfect.
yes, I do get to get one.
Oh, I got a question too when you're done with
Yes,
that one.
I am ready.
Okay. So agile shield grip. You change your you change your grip on the shield, allowing you to combine. Sorry, I am having trouble reading.
Not a problem. It's a feat.
Yeah, it's a feat. It's uncommon. Do I understand that correctly? And that means I'll be able to attack with the shield and the spear at the same, with the same.
Okay,
dice
so you
roll?
change your grip on the shield, allowing you to combine rapid attack with your shield boss or shield spike. And your main weapon strike in a series of swift motion. You reduce your shield boss and shield spike weapon damage to 1d4. As long as the weapon damage is 1d4, your shield boss and shield spike gain the agile weapon. Not really. So what agile means normally is, so normally the penalty to an attack is, first attack is standard, second attack is -5, third attack is -10, right? And every
Correct.
other attacks therefore are also -10. If you have an agile weapon, your first attack is at -0, second attack is at -4, third attack is at -8. So it just basically means that you are a bit better at doing multiple attacks if you also include your shield. It does not mean that you will be able to attack with your shield at the same time. Sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Not a
Nope,
problem.
that's fine. I want to make sure I understand
Sure.
these.
Absolutely. Give me a second. That's not the one I want. So for those joining us right now, just letting you know, we're doing a bit of bookkeeping. Our players are currently leveling up from level 3 to level 4. As they are resting right now, or rather just after the fight with the Sacred Guardian of the Desecrated Temple in the middle of the Gnarl Marches. We lost someone? Was that... Yep, that
Oh,
was...
man.
That was
Is that our
Khan.
Tornado Alley?
Yeah. He's texting me, but yeah, that was Tornado Alley guy. So Shiraza is in Tornado. Oh my god.
We told him to tether himself to a water pipe like the first movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this has a prerequisite. Iniquity cause.
Counterspell prepare may only be taken
Yeah, yeah.
once. Okay.
I didn't. Let's jump here.
I'm asking Lucian if he can join us with his phone on vocal. Yeah. So we will be very descriptive in everything that we do. Just letting you know, it's not supposed to be. There's not supposed to be combat. Not supposed to. So we'll make it work that way. All right. Hoping that was a yes because you're muted right now. So in the meantime, I will bring everybody to the Temple of the Elk that we can see right now. Hello, who's that? Kess?
Hello.
Hey! That-
I had to go enable permissions.
Yeah, it's so funny because you sound so different on your phone.
Yeah, because it's a different mic. Can I take Feigns Escape? It's uncommon, but it fits with the Feigns.
Yes,
archetype.
absolutely.
Okay, thank you. I can't add it, but you know.
I'll add it for you. Feigns Escape. As a class skill, correct?
Yeah, the other one.
Skill feat.
Yes.
Feigns.
Or class. I don't know, one of those.
Feigns
It's
Escape.
the only one that's open to my
I
slot.
got it. Yep, absolutely. Got it right here. And you have Feigns Escape.
Cool, thanks. I have no remembrance of what it does. I know I can like do something.
You're just... It's fine. Do you want me to...
Well, it fits with the archetype, so I know I was gonna take it.
So, Feigns Escape. A good getaway requires a good distraction. You interact to draw a deck of cards and flip it in fluttering explosion, causing you to become briefly hidden. So basically, you take a deck of cards and it's just like flick into someone's face. To all other creatures using visions
I
as
guess I
a...
can open up.
So- You're saying?
Oh, I got. So I was just saying I could open up the stream.
Sure.
Ooh, do we have... Is there anyone in the party who stands directly next to Necray in battle? No, right? Shiraza needs to be on the
So
opposite
the
side.
most the likeliest person to do that will be more than likely Amiri. Because she's a barbarian.
Yeah,
Who's
that's true. They
10
would be side to
feet.
side. Shiraza would be on the opposite side. Bran and Galali
Well,
are
actually-
long distance threats. They actually stand so far away they have to mail their attacks to the opponent.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If,
Yes.
if it's better, then I would actually be
Response of like, yes, that is correct, and the smart play.
You were
actually,
saying,
this
Shiraza?
Kavanta would be So I don't know if Discord works with me opening other things.
Yeah, I'm
I
hearing
would
you.
actually be probably behind you, Mikuri, because I'm throwing cards. So I prefer to be 10 feet behind the enemy, so 5 feet
Yeah.
behind you.
Yes, Gilali, you have a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that my choices were all right because I am new to Pathfinder.
Not a problem.
For my class feat, I chose communal healing
Okay.
and battle medicine for skill.
Let me verify that. I need to do this first. Give me a second, because I'm trying to fix a character. Okay, so you're saying that you took communal healing. Let me see. It is a class feat. Yeah, it is healing vitality and everything like that. That's fair. Okay, when you're an exceptional conduit for vitality, and as the channel is as your channel for you, you can divert some. When you cast the heal spell to a single creature, choose another willing creature within range of your heal to regain. That is amazing. That's perfect. So basically, like if you can heal somebody within 30 feet, you heal that person of, let's say, 60 hit points, and you can select another target within that same 30 feet for them to be healed of 30 hit points.
Yes.
So that's great. And your skill feat was battle medicine. Yes, you qualify absolutely for battle medicine.
Okay. Thank you.
Just letting you know, battle medicine does require that you have medicine kits. Do you have any medicine kit? I do not see any on you.
I don't think I have any.
No. So you do need to have a medicine kit in order to be able to do battle medicine. Because basically medicine require for you, if you want to heal a person, you do need a medicine kit. What it does, battle medicine, is basically that you can do as one act. Normally it takes, I believe, 10 minutes to do medicine check, a treat wound check.
Yes.
Yeah, once a day I can use medicine to heal
as
in
one
combat
action.
without having to wait.
Yes. All right. So Gilali's done. I believe Shiraza's done. What
Oh
about?
man, I am so sorry, everybody. Okay, I found.
So while you're thinking on that, Gilali.
Yes.
So as you notice, the pool of glistening water changed, became lighter, became almost able to refract the light that comes from the canopy through the canopy of the trees above. Watching your comrades, you do see that your brother is more or less injured, and Shiraza is also as equally injured. Would you do anything specific?
Well, I don't know. Let me check. I don't think I have any heals left.
You
I'm
do
not
still have
sure.
one healing spell left.
Okay, well, let's heal them.
Excellent. So you may cast it.
My sheet just closed.
And don't forget to target the people that you want to heal on the battle map.
Well, if she does it in the AoE, it'll be like 30 feet.
Yes, it'll automatically, but we need to first do it in the chat. So,
I can't get my sheet to open up. Oh,
just press C.
Wait. Hold on. Let me go. Why is that party?
Do you want me to cast it for you?
Yeah, I'm struggling here. I'm
Not
sorry.
a problem. All right. I'm guessing that you are casting it with 3 action in order to do it an AoE effect.
Yes, sir.
All right, so let me do that for you. Place 30 feet emanation. Let's do it here. Only allies. Here we go. And roll damage healing. Just give me a second. Can I? Okay, I'm gonna make it a private to GM roll for one reason specifically. Can I do
Yeah,
that
that's-
here? Yes, I can do that here. Can I change that? So normally with these, you would heal all of these targets. Give me a second. Can I target them for you? Let me see. And see that here. Can I heal you guys? No, okay, I can't. The first thing that you notice is you feel somewhat refreshed as magic coursed through you. It's kind of like as if the best way I could probably explain it is the same intoxicating feeling of breathing fresh air up on a high mountaintop for someone who's been living in the city. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Yes.
It makes you lightheaded. It makes you feel strange, and you do notice that your magic is empowered. To that effect, you notice that what is supposed to be 16 points of health has brought back your brother, and Shiraza to full health.
Oh,
You feel lightheaded for a few seconds, and you feel like the tingle. So, like the magic coursing through you normally comes through your back and works its way into your arms as you mold it and shape it. And you still feel almost as if you had a hot-cold sensation on your back where the magic entered through you, and the same feeling where it exited, where you molded it with your hands. You feel your heart beating faster, as if almost the affliction that was befalling you had the complete reversed effect. As in, this is not now an affliction, this is a boon. Make sense?
Okay. Yes. Do I feel um do I feel like that it's emanating from something here?
Uh,
Do I
you're not sure because it was present when you casted magic, and you feel that it is related to your molding of magical essences. So unless you feel that you are able to locate or perceive magical currents, you would not be able to exactly see if it pinpoints from a certain area.
okay. Well, I would look at my brother and I would say something has washed over and through me. I feel stronger. I feel more than I should. Feel anything strange?
That's
It also removed the wounded condition on Shiraza.
well, that's good news, right? Completely normal.
Oh, not completely normal, but good. Very well.
That's great.
If I see any symbols or anything like that around, 'cause
So
I
you-
sort of look around. Do I?
So
see?
you do know the area is. So I'm gonna unpause just for the sake of it. You do know that this place was a temple. It is not a temple of Gazray, your god. It is a temple of Erastil. Erastil is the god of wilderness and wild places. So just about like 10 feet from you here, there's the pool of water, the glistening water that drastically changed. When you got here and when you were facing the Guardian, it was more like a stagnant pool of green water. And the moment you defeated him and released him from whatever curse that seemed to have befallen him, the water was washed over by some kind of effect and became this crystal clear water.
Okay.
And also over here there's a set of stairs that seems to be leading into this cavern alcove. So you basically need to go up the stairs and then up another flight of stairs into this cavern alcove area where is probably the main temple of the area, but you're not sure.
Okay. Well,
Bill.
perhaps this place awakened when he defeated the creature.
Yes, Shiraza.
I want to look inside the ashes of the old man bear and is there any kind of symbols, like a pendant or anything that kind of like a holy symbol or something like that in the ashes that stick out?
Yep, absolutely. So you touch for a few moments, kind of move the ashes about. There's small flocks of what is left over of tunics that are still solid, but through all of that, what you can basically find is what is left of an old Erastil holy symbol.
Okay. And do I know the
Go ahead.
rest?
Erastil is pretty much
Do I?
Erastil is pretty much one of the most well-known gods of the wilderness.
Okay.
Do you have any? Are you trained in religion?
That's a question you have to answer.
Oh,
because I can't
that's
look at my
right. You don't
sheet.
have access. You don't have access to your sheet. That's right. Sorry. You are not trained in
can pull it
religion,
up.
so that's pretty much what you can decipher from and understand from what you have.
Okay. That's it.
All right. Is everybody else pretty much done with their character sheet?
I'm
Yes,
just.
after you.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Do we do anything with the untrained, trained, expert in
Nope.
proficiencies?
Nope.
Okay, what is this one hero point that Necray has?
Everybody has 1 hero point.
Okay.
It's basically inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh,
So hero point can you? So at the beginning of every game, you gain a hero point. You can use that hero point throughout that game in order to reroll anything that you have that you feel should require a reroll by spending your hero point. Or if you die or if you fall, you can use your hero point in order to stabilize immediately.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So
I've picked my feet. I'm just
Yes.
trying to figure out spell.
Okay.
There's a lot of spells to try and
Absolutely.
get through.
Nakri.
Yes.
At the moment that the bear became this druid, you felt a wisp of wind behind you, and you heard the voice of the woman that spoke to you in front of the Stag Lord's fort, saying that the word inside.
Well, that makes sense. I'm hearing a voice that says we should go inside.
And do you often hear voices?
Remember when I disappeared outside the fort and I spoke to whatever brought me to that place?
I will
It's
remind
that voice.
I will remind everybody that he never disappeared.
Well,
Shiraza
Remember-
will just look confused as you say this, and after a bit say, I don't believe I was with you at this point.
right. Yeah, that's fair. You weren't.
For Nakri, he felt as if he was taken elsewhere. So saying that he disappeared is absolutely legitimate.
That's right. You weren't with us. We're trying to enter a fort. We did go over that, right? We explained.
Yes,
we're
because
trying
the
to find the
bandits.
Stag Lord and the bandits. We stepped through runes, and I was chosen. I was taken from where we were. I appeared in front of some sort of spirit creature, and that's actually why we were looking for this temple. The way into the fort we are looking for is somewhere inside this ruin of sorts.
Is it your god or?
Definitely not our god. I don't know if she is a god or just some kind of ethereal being.
Do you trust
but,
this?
Cautious
Do you
trust
trust
is
this?
the no we don't trust, but we're as long as we're going forward together, what bad could happen?
Well, you've already had one of your companions die.
Rough.
That's true. That did happen. But as we discussed, we should have came here first, and so that we are correcting past mistakes.
Well, for now you have my support and my healing ability.
Galali, is there anything else out
And
here
I suppose-
No.
I suppose we should go inside.
All right, Necray, not rushes inside blind, but he starts stepping forward, kind of, on edge.
Perfect. So you
maybe
go
You
up
don't
to
want
s-
to embrace the Lucian?
Maybe he stows his trident, but he definitely has a shield out as he walks forward.
So you go up the stairs, the first flight of stairs, and you are faced with a row of pillars, and then past that, the second flight of stairs going up into the strange cave alcove. From the outside,
They found my arch nemesis. Stairs.
wasn't it spiders?
Both of them.
Both of them, spiders and stairs. So once you reach the top of the second staircase, or the second flight of stairs, what you see is this smaller gap within the facade of what seems to be like a larger hill. So you're pretty much like on the cliff face of a large hill. Oh, they're made out of spiders. They're not. And there's this gap of about 10 foot by 10 foot, and as far as you can tell, it's very dark inside. What do you do?
You say it's very dark inside. Does the elf vision show us anything?
The elf vision.
Or like,
Just give me a second. I just want to check one thing here. You have low light vision, which means that normally you see in dim light, as if it was standard light. Your dim light stops short, as if it was. You feel as if almost there was a drape of darkness covering the entrance of that gap in the mountainside or the hillside.
Necray would look to the others and, well, obviously there is some kind of magical darkness going on here.
Can I cast light?
You may certainly cast light on yourself.
How's about we cast it on my staff so I can use it as a torch.
Perfect. And as you enter, what is the marching order?
So,
Necray would
as
be
we
first.
are marching,
Yes. Yes, Shiraza?
okay. So as we're watching, I went into Fane's Foreboding because I think I'm out of it due to falling out, passing out. So
Okay.
I went into my stance again.
Okay.
And then I guess I'm next after Nakuri if no one else wants
So
that.
Nakri's marching first without any light source. Then it would be... So it's going to be, if I'm not wrong, so Nakri, Shiraza, followed by Bran, and then Gilali.
Galali should be at least second,
well, if we have-
so the light source
Yeah.
gets there.
So I just want to know. So I'm asking, and nobody's answering, so I'm assuming, right?
Well,
All right, let's go
my
Necray
first-
first, Galali second, and then Shiraz, and then Bran protecting our most important backsides.
Perfect. So Shiraza.
The squishy get the back. Also.
So Shiraza. So not Shiraza. Sorry, Gilali.
Hmm.
Your brother walks. You're about like 10 feet behind your brother. You see him entering into the cave, and you completely disappear within the darkness within. You follow behind, and even though you have light on your staff, the moment you're inside, you feel that as if you're engulfed by darkness for about a few seconds, and then something happens. But while that happens, Shiraza, you watch Gilali walk inside
Yes.
with her light spell, and the moment she walked in, you couldn't see the light spell. There was no light cast upon anything of the sort. It reminded you, or rather, it reminded Bran, who probably is more used to these things, as if somebody was walking through a darkness spell. Do you still go in?
I will try. Where is it? I will cast Dispel Magic.
But first, Shiraza, Are you still going in? Because you're right in. You're like in the swing of motion.
Well, yeah. Am I seeing Bran start to do anything?
He's behind you. He's muttering probably to himself. It takes him probably a few seconds. So at that point, probably not.
Okay, then yeah, I'd probably be walking.
Excellent. So, Bran, as you're starting to cast the spell magic, Shiraza is walking inside. And you are casting the spell magic, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. Just give me a few seconds. Just want to check one thing here real fast. Do you have it memorized?
Yes.
I don't see it. Oh yes, you have it. You have it at second level.
Okay.
Excellent. It will be a counteract, so I will please have you roll your. So first, use the cast in your character sheet, and then press the counteract button.
Which one's the counteract button? Oh,
So
sorry,
if you
I
check in the
scrolled
chat, there's a big button
Yeah.
called counteract.
down. Sorry,
You are confident in your abilities. You're confident in your abilities, and you're confident in how you apply them. The darkness before you doesn't change or anything of the sort. You do not see the light coming from it. So, is it that Shiraza is too far up ahead, or is it that it did not have any effect? You do not see Shiraza in front of you or anything of the sort.
I would call out, Shiraza, stop, hold.
Takes a few seconds. Nobody answers.
So I'm the last one here, right?
Absolutely.
Do I walk away?
Up to you.
Freedom!
God damn, they took all the good stuff. Nobody. They promised me they wouldn't do this. Well, if I die, I die, and I step it.
Excellent.
Mm.
Wait me just a second. I want to change one thing here.
And that ends this campaign. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, he had us level up just to kill us 2 minutes later.
It's a bold choice, but man,
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
a twist.
So,
Oh, it's pretty. Nothing bad happens in pretty landscapes.
let me just do a few things here.
This looks like the Underdark.
Krieg, Gilali.
Is the thing in the center of the map a strawberry? Because it looks like a strawberry.
The center. What center of the map?
It's a mushroom.
It's a
Are you
mushroom.
sure it's mushroom?
Yes.
Feel like
Let me
it's strawberry.
let me do my thing. And
Great to hear.
okay. Oh, view's not here.
Because
so
I have no visual.
I will describe it for you. Just give me a second.
There's
So,
reds, there's blues, there's purples, there's
Nakri.
strawberry mushrooms.
Nakri.
It's called the Theater of the Mind. Come on, that's what this game is.
Wow. You're walking and
I mean, I'm assuming
following.
it's just like the Feywild.
So Nakri, you have your hand on the wall, the damp wall of the cavern as you're walking, the uneven ground as you're walking, and after a few seconds, you're walking on very straight, very straight ground. You're following the wall, and for a second, then whoop, there's nothing more around you, and as you blink, you find yourself in this strange glade. This glade has this little path made of stones that are very well arranged, that is slowly guiding you here and there. The grass is lush for a green that you've never seen before, so much it is healthy. there are small blue flowers that radiates this strange light, and mushrooms the size of horses that also radiate this strange reddish light. The moment that your view came back, you heard a gasp and the sound of splashing water. As your attention turns towards it, you see this extensive pool of water and a woman with red hair emerging from it. What do you do?
Does Necray recognize this person emerging from the pool as the person he
she-
saw?
She is some. Give me a second. She is literally like 100 to 200 feet away from you, so you can't really make out her feature other than she is wearing some kind of ornament on her head, a small white robe, and she has red hair. You can't make out from the distance if she's an elf, if she's a half elf. She has a Caucasian complexion to her skin, but that's pretty much all you can say.
Any other living creatures moving about in the glaive?
Give me a second. With your perception, so past what you see in the glade right now, everything seems to be overgrowth. That you take notice, and what you believe were trees are giant mushrooms. There is no canopy covering the sky, which is revealed to be this almost like mixture of three different kinds of aurora borealis going about. And you do see almost at the limit of your vision what seems to be creatures lurking about, but far away, as if they were keeping this glade in respect of sorts.
Okay, so obviously as he walks through and the darkness is lifted and he comes out into this glade, he's going to look forward, left, right, up.
As
He's gonna
you
take
start
her all in.
walking, you hear your sister gasping behind you, and you turn around a few seconds before she was not there, and she is there. If you watch behind her, it is this kind of like this mixture of very dense fauna and fog and so forth. So there's no more cavern from where you came from. Gilali, you witness the same thing as your brother did as you appear in this strange area.
Gilly,
Oh.
are you all right?
I am.
As you
This
take,
is odd.
as you mentioned your first few words, this feeling of almost exhilaration of pure air that you're breathing comes back in a raw and unfiltered way. You have a feeling almost as if you're in touch with the prime plane of water here.
Oh,
And as you're coming to bear with that, Shiraza emerges behind you. For a Nakri that is watching in the direction of Gilali, you literally see Shiraza materializing out of thin air.
Shiraza, are you all right?
If a storm has
He's
taken
muted.
Fine.
Let's move on.
it. He's muted?
Yeah.
No, he's not.
I'm
Oh.
fine.
So,
All right. I'm sorry. On the Twitch, it says you're muted.
Doing things
I
on my-
apologize.
It's because I was.
oh my god!
Ah,
Nice.
see, he's messing with me.
So,
Shiraza, are you all right?
He'll look at you and give like a nod and then focus on the lady and go, is she the one?
she
No,
doesn't
this is my
look
sister,
like them.
Galali. Oh, you mean that woman? I don't know. We're too far away to tell.
Well, I mean, you remember the lady that you had seen in your vision was more of a dryad or nymph of sorts. So she had greenish tint to her skin. She didn't have red hair. So by all accounts, this is not.
No,
someone-
that's not. This is not the woman from my visions or who teleported me away. This does not look familiar to me. I don't know where we are.
So in a quieter voice, I'll go, so we're in enemy territory.
Possibly enemy territory. I mean, there was a man bear out front who did try to kill us when we entered, so, you know. I wouldn't walk up and say, hello, new friend, but, you know, maybe we can talk our way out of this.
This is your quest. I'll back you up how you want to do it.
That's never gone the wrong way, has it, Galali? Was Bran following us?
So far you don't
anyone
see him.
seen Bran? Bran?
I mean, he was just behind me. I'm not sure.
Well, it doesn't appear like there's
second
any direct way to go back, so either he followed us and
As
he'll
you're saying
appear.
that, Brand appears.
Look at that. I can see the future. Bran, you feel good? You feel okay?
You guys walked through blackness without talking about it. You could have all just died. I thought you said you wouldn't do this to me.
Well, you know what? You're right. Sorry, our eyes are a wee bit different. It wasn't as dark for us as it was for you. That must have been very scary. But you did great. See, look, it worked out. There's pretty strawberries and mushrooms in front of us.
There's no need to. Don't be patronizing, please.
All right, that's fair.
But yes, I'm glad it worked out. Where the hell are we?
That's a very good question, and we were just discussing it. We feel as though you, being very, very friendly, should speak to that woman about where we are.
No, thank you.
All right, that's fair. All right, so I guess it's me then.
You got us into this mess. Please get us out.
So you
Alright,
will
well,
make your
that's
way
debatable.
down the path.
Well, you know, stop rushing me, DM. All right, well, nope. Look at that, I moved. Cautiously
DM, do
moving it down the path.
do I feel any sort of anything arcane like? Would this kind of tickle any sort of
Are you
thing
doing
that I
anything
would've read or
specific,
know
or you're just
about?
calling up to your knowledge?
I would sort of be like, okay, I just stepped through a magical portal into a mushroom land, like here we go.
Okay, you
type
have
of
two
thing,
choices.
like-
Either make a
Yes.
very difficult Arcana check, or make an easy Occult check.
No. Let me just see what I'm good at. I don't remember. I think I'm good at
Bill.
okay
Yes.
both, but better in
Who said my name?
um,
Somebody said my name.
occult.
Yes, while he's doing that,
Just a straight
can
occult
I,
roll.
Just give me a second. Yes.
Oh.
Yes, go ahead.
because I'm trained in survival, can I look at the like mushrooms and figure out if like this is, you know, still of like the material plane or?
Roll survival.
Pretty sure because they're red with the white spots in every video game I've ever played, those are the poisonous mushrooms.
No, they're the one that make you grow.
Do.
Exactly.
Exactly. I'm just gonna wait for.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who heard that.
Nerds. I'm gonna wait for sure. That's right. I need to roll it for you. Shit, I forgot. Survival. You need to roll your survival. 18. Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Oh my god. No, it's fine. It's fine. I forgot to nobody said anything, so I was just waiting. So the first thing, Shirazada, you can decipher is that This does not seem to comply with any specific species of mushroom that you've ever seen on the material plane. Bran, by taking in the information perhaps that Shiraza shares, by observing around, you are confident that you were plane shifted, and that you are now into what is called the first world, which is the world of Faithful.
Okay, I relay that information. Now, would the feeling of stepping through that barrier have any similarities at all to the shift that we did for the 200 years
No.
or the time shift? Not at all. Okay,
No.
I didn't think so.
The feeling of going through the time gave you a feeling of almost feeling disembodied.
Okay.
You had no physical reaction to moving through this. The only physical difference that you can see is probably Shiraza, who seems more lively than before.
Okay. Awesome.
By Shiraza, he means Galali is more lively than before.
Gilali, you're right, Gilali. Sorry.
Which, side note, Necray doesn't feel any better, stronger, or different.
Doesn't feel worse,
water
is what
plane,
you're asking.
Not the fire. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. Does your group...
As we look around, are there any, by chance, pipes that,
so
Venus
you
flytraps
watch around.
coming in and out of?
There are a few greenish-looking pipes, but they all seem to be plugged by dirt, everything like that, or have been used for potted mushrooms or plants that are slowly gnawing about. So sadly, these are the only pipes that you see.
As we are approaching the redhead, are we drawing any more attention from the creatures we saw off in the distance?
You do not. What I'll be doing from here is I'll relinquish control to each of you to know what you want to do and how you want to approach this person. She, the woman, has taken the moment to sit down in the water. She's currently splashing about, but clearly just awaiting the arrival of your gang. Do you do anything specific?
Keeping the head loose and on a swivel and checking the flanks, Necray would keep walking forward. When he gets a reasonable distance...
What's a reasonable distance for you?
I'm, when's he gonna shout out? We were 200 feet at the start.
So right now, you are...
So maybe like 50 feet?
You are 40 feet away from her.
Perfect. So at this point, what is that? 50, okay, you said 40 feet, so that's like 4 living rooms. Yeah, so we're here. He's gonna motion like a wave, because his shield is out, but his trident is away. He's gonna wave and call out in a friendly tone of hello, and kind of see how she reacts.
She looks towards you, raises her hand, and kind of like nods in a friendly, welcoming way.
He would keep advancing forward, and can you tell us where we are?
So as you advance forward, everybody else do see Nakri kind of like buckling for a second. Nakri, you feel as if you're passing within the area of effect of a strong magical presence that could crush you should it will it.
He's gonna stop moving forward.
Okay.
If he can.
Absolutely. What is everybody else doing?
I would like... First off, I have a question.
Yes, go ahead.
Do I speak Fey? Because I remember I was thinking about taking that.
Give me a second. I want to check. You do speak Fae.
Awesome. Secondly, I don't know if you could hear that.
So do I, by the way.
I want to recall knowledge,
Okay, you want to recall knowledge?
but no. Yeah, I want to recall knowledge on like the Fey folk, and I want to like know like the customs, like the history, like like how to be etiquette and polite and stuff like that. Or if they're like tricksy people, stuff like that.
Okay, just give me a second. I'll do that. You had a considerable 24. So words mean everything for the Fae folk. They are kind of like demons, but more chaos-oriented than evil-oriented, if that makes sense.
Okay.
They are the kind to make deals. They are the kind that appreciate power and like to get more of that power, but they also represent the raw emotion of the prime material. What that means is, for example, whatever happens on the material plane normally refracts and reflects within the same spot overlapping of the first world itself, if that makes sense. So, for example, if you are in the Gnarl Marches, which is this abandoned forest that's let to itself and so forth, you have now this overgrowth area with giant mushrooms and so forth. Make sense?
Right.
Emotions
Yes.
have meaning and are tangible within the first world. Emotions can also be wielded as weapons, they say, but how and so forth you do not know. Normally, there is a very, very highly complicated hierarchy of spirits, and pretty much there's a very, very complicated hierarchy within the first world itself. And knowing the first intricacies of it is kind of hard, because like knowing who's above you and who's beneath you is like the first entry, and you don't know who you're addressing to right now, which is the problem. Does that make sense?
Right. Okay. Yes.
You did though see that the moment that give me a second. The moment that Nukri entered, like within 30 feet of that woman, he kind of like bulked. He kind of like there was almost as if he was hitting something and walking in water, and you saw him slow down to almost a crawl and then stop moving.
Right. For now, Shavaz, past recalling knowledge is just gonna be watching carefully.
Okay.
Staying where he is.
Bran, Gilali.
I am going to follow my brother forward.
Excellent.
And
You are hit by the same sensation. What I mean by that is, takes you a few moments. So you almost have a feeling as if you're passing. The best way I could explain it is, imagine that if you can feel someone's magical aura, and that their magical aura was so strong that it could not be contained within their physical body. You passed it, and then you went a bit further before you realized the extent of what it was. On the contrary of your brother, though, it feels almost comforting. It feels warm. It feels welcoming. You do not. So if you look at your brother, he's probably sweating profusely right now, and on your side, you feel almost at home.
Okay, so I put a calming hand on his arm as I look at the woman in the water, and I speak to her.
What would you say?
Are you the mistress of this twilight glade? Please excuse our interrupting your solace. We stumbled through what appeared to be a temple of sorts. I'm not quite sure how we came to be here. Perhaps you could shed light? on the
Uh,
house and wise?
In the meantime, Bran, what do you do?
Just before I move forward, I just wanted to. My spells have been recharged, correct? We haven't taken a rest. We haven't done any of that before we stepped in from our battle.
Indeed.
Okay. Yeah, fun times. So it's not like you level up and you like you a video game where all your
No.
health comes back.
I would
Okay.
like to put my vote in that when we do level up, we get the video game refresh.
I don't want to have the video game
Oops.
No, it doesn't work that
Phil.
way.
Okay. So just before I move forward, just understanding what's going on. Nikri is frozen or like kind of
You see him
not
still
moving,
moving.
or
You see him still moving. He doesn't
Okay.
seem to be under the effect of any spells. You've seen that before in the essence of a draconic presence, kind of like somebody under the effect of frightful presence of a dragon.
Okay.
It's not exactly that same thing, but it seems to be that something is currently overwhelming his senses.
Okay. I'd like to cast Read Aura on her.
Okay, just give me a second. I want to check one thing here. Focus on the target. The target needs to be within 30 feet.
I am with it.
No, you're not.
I am.
No, you're not.
Okay.
I assure you, you're not.
Okay, well then I will reach spell shape reach so I can go up to 60 feet.
And use Read Aura. You know whether it is. So wait. So you focus on the target object for Read Aura.
Oh, it's not just a target. It's not a person. It's an object. It's not that. Okay,
Her
now I'm just gonna
clothes.
cast.
He targets her clothes.
No, I guess we can't do that. Hey.
People are objects.
Yeah, well, if she was a corpse, she'd be an object. I'm gonna kind of do detect magic then,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna cast it on the area around her.
Okay. So detect magic lets you know if there's magic in the area. You cannot pinpoint specific places.
Items that have an illusion aura but aren't deceptive in appearance, such as invisibility, typically are detected normally. So,
yes.
does-
You're doing detect magic, correct?
yeah. So it's like I'm like looking for an illusion.
So again, 30 feet radius. And you've already
Again.
used your extended.
No, I didn't do it on. I didn't do it on aura because I thought I could,
You did
Read
do it on
extended.
aura.
but I didn't cast aura
Yeah.
because you reminded me
Okay.
that it was on an object.
This is not the way I would have seen it. I think that you
Oh.
tried to cast the read aura,
Fair.
and you found that
Fair.
it
That's
failed.
fair. Okay, then it failed. Fair enough. And nothing. I will then cast message to Nikri and be like, "What's going on? Who is this? Or can you hear me?" Basically.
As you're asking that to Nakri, the woman answers to Gila. Your presence is welcome. No need for excuses. Feel free to engage. There is nothing to lose. I am a lady of the lake. My home this twilight realm does make. Yet bound I am within this space, a prisoner of my own embrace.
Necray would put his shield away because he feels the magic could crush him anyway. So, as a
Okay.
gesture of, my life is in your hands for the full trust.
The moment
kind of
that
thing,
your
he
hostility,
puts the shield away.
the moment that your hostility and you're like defending and the weapon in your hand, shield goes away, you feel instant relaxation. You feel almost as if whatever was holding you back, this kind of like eye of Sauron that was on you, vanish. The pressure is off.
Did Necray hear the message
Yes, absolutely.
from?
Oh
Okay.
yes.
Um,
Absolutely.
Does he know how to magically respond back, or like,
I mean,
how does that magic work? Does Necray just like think and Bran hears it?
give me a second. I'll tell you in a moment.
Okay.
You had never spoke about it, and you are not trained in Arcana, so I would say no, you do not know.
Okay, that's perfect. That's full fucking comedy.
Because if you
Bran
would be
uses
trained in
magic
Arcana, if
to,
you would
like,
be trained in
message?
Arcana,
Yeah. Oh, I'm with it. I am about this. This is great. So Necray turns around and just says out loud to Bran, "Yeah, it's all right. Come forward. Safely. Put your weapons away."
Bran, you feel that you will have to have you feel that you will need to have a discussion with Necree.
I don't need the message spell for him to hear my exasperated sigh.
No, you do not. No, you do not. Like, he sees the body language of, like, I'm being sneaky and cunning, and then Necray's just like, we're right here.
Blah 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 blah.
Come on over. And then we just see the shoulders drop and the head like, okay. Like, yeah, no, that's perfect.
I guess at your assurance, I'll leave Fane's Forbury stance and walk upwards towards you.
You have to move him, do you?
Give me a second.
And I think that brings us to Galali's question to the lady in the lake, who does
Which
anyone
she
else
answered.
really hope for a sword, right? Like, this is King Arthur, right? A watery tart throws a sword, we're gonna be king.
I didn't vote for you.
That's not how it works,
We're
Monty
more,
Python.
we're more of an autonomous collective.
Effective.
This is no
Boy.
basis of a system of government. Watery tart, hanging out swords.
Discriminated scimitars.
Mr.
On this
DM.
episode of the Players Fuck Up Reinhardt's
What?
weekly game.
Yes.
Just from my
I
understanding,
think the
so
storm's doing that.
I don't make a mistake yet. Reach
Sure.
spell is just an action. It's not a once per day or once per. It's just an action, so I can do
Really?
it as long as the next thing is a spell. So, my apologies. I thought that if you were giving me sort of a free kind of bunch of actions,
My bad. I'm still stuck in D&D 5th edition, where it's a resource you need to spend. Thank you for clarifying it, and we'll be sure to do it next time. Okay?
Okay, perfect. I just want to make sure I was doing it right. So
I mean,
you-
I trust you implicitly because I don't have it and I don't want to look for it. So don't fuck me up. So Galali, the woman answered you.
Okay. Were you being held here by the creature that guarded the door from the other side that we came from?
Just give me
Or-
a second. Give me a second. I want to do something here. I'm trying. I'm writing to be sure that the structure of what I'm saying makes sense. Just give me a second. No, because she has a very specific way of. She answers by saying, "A route once passed to the material plane. Its absence here has forged a chain. Until retrieved, I am bound, confined in this realm, eternally entwined. But a name you seek that I can supply. Are you prepared? Give me your reply. Cynerian is my name, and with pride I greet. To meet you here is truly sweet."
Can you repeat the name with spelling, just so I can?
You just had it
properly
flash in your screen.
Cenarion.
Oh,
Synarion. Cenarion. Oh, Galali, she speaks like you. This is gonna
Speak
be.
like that.
Yes, well, women confusing riddles.
She places herself a bit straighter and speaks.
Does that name mean anything to me?
You may do an occult check, which I will do for you now that I remember I need to do it for you.
Yes.
Second, no.
Okay.
Once this game, what? Wait, oh my God! Wow. Once this game begins, you must see it through. Fail to finish, and it is the end for you. To succeed, and a name you'll earn as a prize. To fail, and face a fire's breath as your demise. 4 challenges of mind awaits your test. Conquer 2, and I'll grant your request. Master all, and a wish shall be yours to make. Do you accept this challenge for glory's sake?
So 4 challenges, 2 gets us the name, 4 gets us an even bigger prize.
A moment, my lady.
And she's trapped here because of a root. Did I get that right, Galali?
She seems to be awaiting an answer.
Actually, I'm not sure. It was very riddly.
It was very riddly.
She comes back and repeats. Once this game begins, you must see it through. Fail to finish, and it is the end for you. To succeed, and a name you'll earn as a prize. To fail, and face a fire's breath as your demise. 4 challenges of mind await your test. Conquer 2, and I'll grant you your request. Master all, and a wish shall be yours to make. Do you accept this challenge for glory's sake?
Well, I mean,
Mr.
Galali,
DM, is she saying mind as in mind and body, M-I-N-D, or is she saying mind as in M-I-N?
M-I-N-D. Sorry, it's probably my French
Okay.
accent. That mind.
Okay.
Challenge. 4 challenges
Everyone do a
of
shot.
mind.
the DM brought up the fact that he's Canadian.
Oh wow! Everybody do a shot.
Shots.
That should be a rule.
That's the game we've all been playing. You
What?
mentioned it 5 times a night.
Shiraza.
Alright, so Galali, 4 tests, all mind. You're very smart. You only have to get 50%. I believe in you. And I mean, we need the name.
Oh, I don't do well with fire. I think it should be you.
Well, I mean, I think the quests will be, the
Shiraza
questions and the riddles will be
walk
for all
up
of us.
behind the 2,
Shiraza walks behind you too.
and in a quiet voice, behind them, in a very quiet voice, trying to talk just to them with the fool, the paladin, and the trumpet. A difficult decision is to be made, and if you stay strong, and your intent, well, not noble, as long as you stay strong, I believe you will gain something that you wish.
I understood half of those words that you used, but I
To-
believe the message was that you believe in us,
To
and
him
I
saying
appreciate
that,
you
to
for
him
that.
saying that, she would say, "Together you stand, divided you fall. All for one and one for all."
Oh, so it's got to be all of us.
Thought she said her name was Denari, and I didn't realize her name was D'Artagnan. All right, so Galali, I think we accept.
Oh. Well,
She seems to be awaiting some kind of formal
we
yes. Or,
um Shiraza, you would accept?
I
And,
absolutely will support you.
and I look at our new and somewhat reluctant spellcaster. And you? Who would be
I
willing
don't
to
know.
speak for you?
Sorry, I don't know how comfortable I am. Where, like, I don't know. This something doesn't seem particularly good. We shifted to a plane that is not our own, making pacts with demon, devils, fae, whatever. This is not considered. We're like I'm almost tapped out. I don't know if any of these tasks will require significant feats of magic or if they're simple brain teasers. I'm unsure about this. That being said, I'm really happy that you're asking my opinion before just saying yes and not just getting me killed. But also, if she grants wishes, perhaps this may be a way for us to get home.
Okay.
So, if I've only known you a short period, you're a bunch of crazy, rush head in lunatics that I'm kind of partially excited to see what you do to this, but I'm again worried about the hey, you fail, you get burned to death. That's not exactly something I signed up for in trying to get home.
I didn't say to death. She just said you face the fire, and I am less concerned with that. I understand. I'm a little bit more comfortable with the fire touch, but
I
I appreciate your
we,
support, and I love that you are an optimistic observer.
You cannot
let's
forge
do this.
coins without fire.
she
There is
seems
nothing
to
to
be
gain
awaiting still.
in glory without risk.
Let's do this.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Kadali, go ahead and accept.
My lady, an accord has been struck. We're all in agreement.
She nods and says, "From this moment forth, I shall declare my words repeated but once with care. No echoes shall follow, no refrain, each utterance unique, like drops of rain. So heed my speech, both brief and true, for once it's spoken, I bid adieu. Here,
All right,
Taking
so
it.
everyone pay attention the first time.
here,
Yeah, I'm pulling up my book to write this out as he says this.
here is my first challenge. I speak but truths, and must provide an answer to your riddle. If I do not answer, then this challenge is won. If you fail to ask a riddle, then a name from you I shall win. Agreed?
I speak but truths and must provide an answer to your riddle.
Agreed?
Galali, she's saying we ask her a riddle, and if she gets it right, she gets a name.
Agreed?
Okay, do we all agree?
Yes, we agree.
Excellent.
Okay.
My answer is the winter's moon. What is your riddle?
Okay. Okay.
Wait, we have to reverse engineer the riddle? That's
Okay.
That was well.
Okay,
that
okay,
was,
okay.
That was well done. All right. I thought we were coming up with a riddle, and then she'd have to answer it. I didn't know you could just be like, "This is the answer." Okay. All right. So the winter's moon. So what riddle would the answer be?
Okay. And it can be anything that we come up with.
As long as the answer is the winter's moon, that an argument should be made.
Okay.
She seems satisfied
Phil.
with seeing you looking and kind of like, looking for an answer. Yes, Shiraza.
With my basic knowledge of survival, because I am trained in it, I would know about like the moon patterns and stuff on the material plane.
Yes.
I guess what I'm asking is like, is there anything special about moon and winter for like the stars and stuff like that?
The only with your survival that you have, you don't need to roll anything. You do know that the winter's moon stays in the sky longer than most.
Okay. Well, without necessarily knowing what to make a riddle out of, the moon does stay longer out during the winter nights, so that might help someone who can formulate riddles better.
Oh, Galali, I see that face. What do you have?
What? What?
That's your thinking face.
Okay. All right. My lady,
She nods.
I borrow light, but wield no heat. I rule the tides, yet have no feet. In winter's grip, I loom most high, piercing the black with a ghostly eye. What am I?
She pauses a second and seems to be retelling herself the words that you've used. Gives her a second. And she smiles and claps her hand, clearly accepting this as a viable answer to her first challenge. She resets her position
Oof.
and takes a moment.
Let's play fucking Jeopardy.
As she's taking a moment, Necray's gonna look at the other two guys and be like, "See, told you, Galali. Galali's got it. She's much better with the thinking."
Think of words ending in "gree." Hungry and angry are two. there are 3 words in the common tongue. What's the third? It's something we all use every day, and if you've listened carefully, I've already told you what it was.
Wait, words that end in gry? So G-R-Y, hungry. So, well, I mean, she didn't say angry.
What were the 2 words that she said? I'm asking the group, not the DM.
I thought she just
She
I thought she said
believed
angry and hungry.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Oh, you said hungry and angry?
Mm.
Uh,
I didn't realize my common was so bad.
She shifts slightly and seems to be taking from the water a bottle of something to drink. She pours herself something to drink while you muse on the answer to her riddle.
has the word hangry come into Pathfinder?
Oh, that's a good one.
Um,
My question is this the answer that you provide her?
no, just hold on. I was asking the team. It was more of a above table has like angry entered the lexicon of Pathfinder.
I don't know.
She said that she had used it already and or told us.
Words.
Alright, so this is mind. These are mind games. So it's a puzzle. I don't want to ask her to repeat it yet. Galali, can you repeat what she said?
She said think of words ending in angry, G-R-Y, and she said there's hungry and there's angry in the common tongue, and
Wait,
she's
wait,
already
wait, wait.
No, Galali. She didn't say GRY. We're assuming GRY. And she said it before.
She says.
It rhymes.
She
It
said.
rhymes with hangry. It rhymes with hungry and 3. And she said it before. What did she say that rhymes with hungry and angry?
She says, repeat I may, yet fair exchange I seek. One true name from you that I may speak.
Yep. No. Thank you. Thank you for offering to repeat. We're not there yet. What did she say that rhymes with gray?
oh, nothing. I don't think.
Wait, hold on.
Didn't she say 3? She said there are 3 words.
But the phrasing has to be very. It's not just a hey. What are the 3 words in the common tongue that end in GRY? The way she said it was there are words that in common that end in gray, hungry, and angry are some. What is the third word or something to that effect? I think it's more of a play on words. There's not an actual word per se. It's the answer is in the phrasing that you said.
I agree with you. I believe that I agree with you. It's a play on words, and because the point was to get us to focus on GRY, and there isn't. There is no
Yeah.
other GRY.
She
It's
says again.
it's a word that she said that rhymes with angry and hungry, and I think the answer is 3.
She says again. Repeat I may, yet fair exchange I seek. One true name from you, that I may speak.
We still appreciate that offer. We appreciate the offer, Senorian. We're not ready to accept that yet. We're still talking about it amongst ourselves.
I can agree with Decree's offer of 3. She said words that end in "gri," and we're just assuming it's GRI, but you know, it's vocal, so 3 could work. It's like rhyming. It's not necessarily the same as rhyming, but I think it's closest.
I think yes. So, Bran, I agree with you. It's a play on words. It has to be a word that she said already. I think it's. I think the answer to her riddle is 3.
I'm trying to remember what she said.
Sinarian turns her attention towards.
We do not want to give her the power of our name. That like, you know, that's you know, we can ask her to repeat, but I'm not giving her my name.
I
will. Should we fail, I'm happy to give my name up. But for more information, I'm not. I'm happy to run with a pseudonym, but I'm not going to give it up just to repeat.
As a side note, I don't believe she would believe a pseudonym. I don't think we should try.
No.
I'm saying I'll run with a pseudonym. I'm happy to.
I think it is that the way it's asking is what's the third word? What was the third word she said? Like in that sentence.
Was it? She said this with the common. In the common. Did she say in the
Tongue
common
or common
tone?
language?
Did she say tone in the common tone?
I think she said
Common
common
tongue.
tongue, and she said it before. The at the end it was like, and if you paid attention, I've given you the answer, which means it's something that she said, and the only word she said that rhymes with hungry and angry is 3.
I
don't know if it has to rhyme, though.
Common and angry.
But that's the thing. I don't think it has to rhyme.
Hungry,
I think it's
angry, 3. Like that's
like Grant's saying, I don't think it has to rhyme.
I don't think I think it's
merely
a
needs to
misnomer
end
where it's saying
in
what was
I
the
think it's-
third word
I think it's
type
tone.
of thing.
She says.
If that's the third one that she said, then that's
She
it.
says, "Repeat I may, yet fair exchange I seek. One true name from you, that I may speak."
Okay.
Galala, you think it's tongue?
So if we can all.
Well,
Look, if we say tongue and we're wrong, that's one fail. We just have to get one of the next 2 right to not get burnt. I don't want to give up a name.
I will ask, and I would like for you to repeat, my lady.
No, you wouldn't. Oh, Galala. That was okay. All right.
She says, "Repeat I may, yet fair exchange I seek. One
That's
true
what you didn't
name
say.
from you, that I may speak."
Yeah, don't give your name. Don't do that.
And
Either
she
say
seems
tree or
to
tongue.
She seems to be
I love
awaiting
you.
something.
Yeah, don't say her name. Say either tongue or 3. I love you either way. We'll either get it right or we won't, and we have 2 other chances. Side note: the answer is 3. But say tongue if you believe in yourself. And there's no wrong answer here. But whatever you do, do not give your name. And side note: don't anyone say names out loud.
Okay, my lady, one moment. what did each of you hear? Did she say the common tongue?
I believe she said common tongue, but
Yes.
but
I want to say she absolutely said common tongue, but the riddle itself is words that end in "gree." So, words that sound like "gree." It doesn't necessarily need an in
I
fact
think
hungry
it's
and angry, but words that sound like they end in "gree." But if we all agree on 3, then we can say that.
Kilali.
Galali, you're
I-
fine.
I-
Either tongue and trust your heart, or trust your brother and choose 3.
I think you are wise, and tongue is the right word.
okay. Shiraza, what do you think? You think it's agree word?
If we wish
Oh.
to say tongue, I will agree to back up with you on that.
Okay.
Just above table here, just before you say it, I'm looking at the stream and just looking at Phil's face going through this range of emotions.
Oh, he's got it all. He's got all of the emotions. He is. Reinhardt has no poker face.
Oh, come on.
Okay, Milady, we're going to try to answer.
She nods.
And we're going to say tongue.
Takes her a moment. She claps her hand, accepting that as an answer. Seems that tongue was indeed the answer. Oh, I think we lost someone?
We lost Storm Guy.
No, he's here.
Oh no! We lost
No,
Bran.
who do we need?
Oh, no, he's here. I heard a blurrum.
I heard
Yeah.
it too.
No, you're right. It's Bran. Bran left.
No, Bran
Bye,
is here. I see him. No, what? No,
Oh,
he's you're right.
Bran's circle on the stream. is
You're
gone.
right. Bran just disappeared. What the hell?
Hold on. The answer was tongue.
Yes, the answer was tongue. Oh, I quit. Fuck this.
Derek is so confused. Okay, we'll have to talk about that one later.
Sure, absolutely.
Would 3 have been accepted too?
There's only one answer.
There's only one answer. and it
There
was
was
tongue.
only one answer.
Okay.
There
All
is
right.
only one
I'm
answer.
shocked and
Is
confused.
he back?
That's a very
Is he back? So
famous
Duncan, tongue
Yeah,
was the
what-
answer.
Oh, what did she say? I
She
got
said
it
tongue.
right.
She said
Oh my
tongue,
God.
and tongue was the correct answer.
Oh my god!
I know. That was my reaction.
She claps her hand, clearly excited about you getting that answer right. She takes a second, collects herself. I am a one-way conversation with history. Unless you know me, what I say is a mystery. While all would agree that I've never lived, look into me and I swear you will think I did.
What an explanation.
Look into me. One-way conversation with history. Is she a book?
Is that your answer?
No.
One moment.
No. Our answer
love
is spoken by
you.
Galali. Oh shit.
Just asking, you know.
I'm very bad at this.
I agree that book is good.
What about a mirror?
mirrors are one-way conversations. That's to be sure. But what about
Looking-
what's the history in a mirror?
It's always looking behind you, behind history, what's happened before. Swear I haven't lived, but look at me and you'll know I have. Book's good too. I really don't kind of.
Said I'm
Although I
only
don't know,
conversation
I
with
would have bet
history.
the farm on 3, and I was wildly wrong. So, like I said before, I'm just I'm just gonna trust my sister.
Hmm. Cookie section.
Uh,
Okay.
So what was it? It was I'm a one-way conversation with history.
That part I remember. I remember the look at me.
Unless you know me, I'm a mystery. Was that something? Does it sound something?
I believe that was another part of it.
Believe so.
Look at what was it? See me and swear that I haven't lived, or you'll believe I haven't lived, but look at me and you'll know I have, or something like to that effect. She was talking a lot faster than I did, right? I'm sorry.
No,
I'm only
you're
right. At 10 words a minute.
10 words a minute. Wow.
No, I feel
It's that
book does
cursive
fit.
sort of like nice, big, fancy kind of thing.
Since it is
Oh my god!
catalog of history.
I love the comedy bit of a transcriber who cares more like about the calligraphy, so they just
Yes.
get every like 5th word. Oh my god, that's so great. That'd be such
Best
a great bit.
scroll ever.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
granted crown
Court
order.
reporter, could you please read back?
Jesus fuck. That's great.
I think mirror is a decent thing. I don't mind book. Book is kind of, but I don't think a book would have a look at me as much.
I think you're right. I do actually kind of like the mirror and the looking back, always looking back aspect you brought up. That's good too. Galale? Is that
Don't say her name.
your
Stop
thinking
saying her name.
face? Oh my god, I'm so fucking bad at this.
As I've said, I'm more than happy to give up my name. Catfolk change their names somewhat regularly. That's nothing too sad if I have to make a new one for myself.
Oh, that's
Your name is
interesting.
more than your
I
name is
wonder if
more than
that-
you call yourself now. Your name is
Okay.
attached to you, and if somebody knows your name of a true value, that is, they have a lot of power over you, which is why you never want to give it.
Them. Right. Oh, it was your name, not it the per. Okay, got it. Never mind. Yeah. You know what, Bran? Go ahead. Go ahead. Give your answer.
With the unless you know me, I'm a mystery though. That fits with the book. If you don't read a book, you don't know what's in it. But I don't remember what she said about the looking back. I didn't hear the looking back part, or I can't remember the looking back part. Mm.
Yeah.
I-
I'm good with either answer. I don't want to
I-
push for mine since I pushed so hard for my last answer and it was wildly wrong. So my confidence is low in myself.
I like booklet as an answer, but I'll go with whatever the group thinks.
I think it's mirror. I have a very like just
Go with mirror.
I look at Galali and like what is her expression? What is she struggling with? What's going on?
Uh,
Is it a she's afraid to make a decision, or is she struggling with what she believes is the right answer?
um, she'd be a little frowny, so maybe she really doesn't think that is mirror. But if that's what the group wants, that's the answer she'll give.
Is it the answer she gives? As you're wondering what you want to say, she says, "Repeat I may, yet fair exchange I seek. One true name from you, that I may speak."
And I go to her and I just look at her and I'm like, you don't have to make this decision if you don't want to, if that is a burden that you are uncomfortable making. We've got two correct answers. This is kind of we're going for the big prize or but we're safe. We're potentially not in as bad a situation as we were before. We can risk making a mistake. I believe the answer is a mirror. It fits. I strongly believe this. And if it's wrong, it's wrong. It's not a big thing. If you can convince me that it is something else, then I will back you. If you need to say something else, then say something else. If you're not comfortable choosing, I will tell her the answer is what I believe.
I will stand aside for you to give your answer, but I don't see how a mirror is a one-way conversation with history.
That's fair. I grew up with my uncle, and one of the things that he had in his room was this giant mirror. It was on the ceiling above his bed. And I just happened to kind of lie in the bed and like stare up at it sometimes, um, and just sort of imagining everything in the past and like what it's seen and everything. So that's why when somebody talks about um, a conversation is like the person looking in the mirror is having that conversation with themselves about what they're seeing.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm sorry. I'm trying so much not to laugh.
So with that, I walk up to the fey creature and I say, our answer is mirror.
She looks at you for a second, seems to be pondering. Mistaken you are, but fret not, my friend. I'll carry on, and our path won't end. She says for a moment, your answer is wrong, but that's quite all right. A true name from you will set things right. Provide it now, and we shall proceed to the final question as originally agreed.
My lady, we thank you. My lady, we thank you. I believe there was we needed 2 correct for the word to get into the fort.
She nods.
And then 4 correct was for a wish. I don't.
We have to
I mean,
change the names.
I don't think we need. I think we're good. I think we appreciate you.
She scans to the assembled 4 people and see if anybody wishes to step forward.
sorry, this is Derek asking to step. She's scanning to see if anyone's willing to step forward to give a name or to step forward
To give a name in order to qualify as an answer to proceed to the last question.
Does anyone want to share a name?
No.
To play the devil's advocate, a wish could do many things. Bring back your friend, or
The
Devils
wish was
are-
for-
maybe help us find a way back home, Brian.
The wish was the reward for 4 correct answers, and we only gave 2. We play 1 more, that's 3. We don't
And
get
she
to
will
wish.
accept a name as the correct answer.
We could bring him we could bring him back.
That
Or could
no,
send us home.
no, you don't bring people back.
You are so. I am
That's
not
right.
afraid of a spirit having my name and power over me. I do not fear this magic.
Then,
I
then
welcome
by
it.
all means, step forward and give your name.
I'll look to the other two.
That's your decision. I can't speak on that.
I am
I'll look to
absolutely
Brian.
against giving this person any power over us.
Even if it means finding a way back for us.
At this point, we're not. We would only get 3 out of 4. That's not enough to get that wish.
And as she said,
walks
she would
out of the
accept my
water and
name or a name.
approaches towards Shiraza. That's all she does for now.
There
He'll
was
look
a
at her
gap.
and
There
just
was a gap
continue
there.
speaking.
So she just got out of the water and started walking towards Shiraza.
Yes.
That was it. Okay, I don't know
Yep.
if we missed something. Sorry.
So he'll watch her and continue speaking. So again, I'm
Go ahead.
fine with it, but we need to decide as a party what you would accept for the wish if we did get it right. Would you want your friend back, or maybe solution for me and my friend as a way back to our time?
The woman kind of interjects while you're saying that and says, "In the realm where shadows dance and whispers dwell, a pact awaits, a binding spell. Speak your name, and I shall say the words that guide our destiny's way. With a true name, our fate entwined, a shared journey through space and time. Together we'll face what yet comes, bound by the pact, our spirits one."
So he'll look to Bran and say, I'm more than happy to do this, if you are willing to back me up on the chance of returning to our time.
While that is ultimate goal, I fear that we probably entered into an agreement without realizing it, as she is crafty with words, that we, in the situations when we get incorrect answers, we have to give a name to like proceed, and we didn't realize that. And to even get the name that we were looking for it, we have to complete all 4 questions and riddles. So, and if we don't and we break this, it's worse than giving somebody your name. We will have Fae, demon, hell, something after us,
Bran,
rather
those are
than
just friendly point of order. Those are 3 wildly different things, and I don't know if Fae appreciate being referred to as devils or demons. Shiraza, to your other point, if you, yes, the wish would be for you two to return to your time and plane. that would I would be agreeable to that being the wish. If you two don't know how to get back to your proper time, and you need help getting back, of course that makes sense that that's the wish. Especially since
Quiet
it'd be
for a
your
few
name.
seconds, think about it. And then look to Sunarium and say, Lady Desna, I believe in her luck, and she shall guide us fine. I agree, my name is Shiraza, and you may have it.
It takes a second, and you cannot help but feel as if something was taken, ripped away from you. You feel her kind of like breathing in as if she was gaining strength. She says, "This is my final test, the last before we part. A challenge to your wit, to judge your heart. Face it with courage, let your knowledge flow, and soon the path ahead to you I'll show." A wealthy family lived in a big circular house. They had a maid, a butler, and a gardener. The parents were going to a party, so they tucked the younger kids into bed and kissed them good night and said goodbye, and kissed the older kids good night. When the parents came home, all the kids were gone. They had been kidnapped. The authorities asked the butler, maid, and gardener what they were doing at the time of the kidnapping. The butler says he was organizing the library. The maid says she was dusting the corners. And the gardener says he was watering the plants. Who's lying and who actually kidnapped the kids?
Galali, we know this one. We've. It's the circular house. There are no corners. It's the maid.
Yes.
That's great. This is one of our favorite riddles from childhood. Cenarian. It's a circular house. There's no corners.
She seems to be unsatisfied with your answer.
The maid. The maid is the one who did it because she said she was dusting the corners. It's a circular house. There are no corners. So clearly, the maid did it.
Give me a second. I need to do one thing here.
Stop saying her name.
Oh my god, sorry. Thank you.
You say that, and then you turn around and you use our name again right away, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
oh,
just
God.
fucking immediately.
She says,
You know what's funny? It's Derek being dumb, but it is also so in character for
"Ah,
Greg
I'm so
to be
happy!"
like,
Yeah.
no one give names. So Galali, what do you think? Like that's just
Oh my god. Yeah, just give me a few
sorry.
seconds. Just trying to do one thing here to have the what I want.
I know Fae have like 8 different realms of lore, so but I believe in this realm, seeing as how as soon as Shiraza willingly gave his name, he lost power, and Galali's name has been heard 8 times. I think this is. I think the name has to be given. It can't be like, aha!
It
I
can't
have overheard.
be taken. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Or
it's,
we could just pretend
there's
that
a-
you've been whispering it.
So
there's a really cool thing about Fae. Typically, that like their thing that like holds true is they can't lie.
Yeah,
which is
absolutely.
which is a fun fun way to, because they are deceptive little trickery creatures, but if they have the they can't lie feature, it's a lot of fun to like, how can they be so deceptive?
So she says, in my realm, fair and safe, you'll find a heaven for your heart and mind. Speak my name, and at your side, safe passage through this world you'll glide. Here a home awaits your stay, where joy and peace will light your way. In this domain both strong and free, together one day we shall be free. A wish you hold, a treasure rare, a fleeting chance, a whispered prayer. But ponder well what you desire, for wishes granted can backfire. You will seek wealth beyond measure, or chase a fleeting empty pleasure. Perhaps a love that's pure and true, or strength to see your journey through. But heed the tale of those before, who wished for more and found it sore. For wishes granted come with cost, and paths once taken can't be lost. So use your wish with careful thought. Consider all that you have sought. For in the end, it's not the gift, but how you use it that will lift. Yet know, dear friend, as time moves on, the moments pass and days are gone. And though you may not play with time, its fleeting nature is sublime. So make your choice and make it wise, before the sands of time run dry. For wishes granted come and go, but how you live, you truly know.
That one little bit, I don't know if you can use the wish to get home, but
Yeah, it
one
can't
thing
be
is for
withdrawn.
certain, Shiraza, is that, please word it very carefully, that if you're talking about changing times and planes, that it's only for you and Bran and not the four of us.
Yeah, if we use this to get back, I would say that we take a couple of days to work out the wording, and be absolutely sure that we don't kind of slide into some other dimension portal time that we kind of shouldn't be at. Because if we're maybe not careful, we'll go into another time, but somewhere else.
Or you could end up
If we ask,
right at the time
Yes.
before you ended up here in the first place, so you've got to be careful.
and there'll be two of us all of a sudden.
So if we're able, if she's willing to let us delay on answering, then let's take some time to discuss it.
We can't. All we have to do is make sure that we say her name, and she'll come to us. I believe is what she said.
She nods again and says, "Just give me a second. Where is it? In my realm, fair and safe you'll find a heaven for your heart and mind. Speak my name, and at your side, safe passage through the world you'll glide. Here, a home awaits your stay, where joy and peace will light the way. In this domain, both strong and free, together one day we shall be free." She does, though, take a moment and gets closer towards McCree. She extends her hand in order for him to kind of put either reach out and put his hand into hers, or put it palm into her hand, or palm faced upwards, if that makes sense.
Hold on. I was following you and then I didn't.
She's
So she's
reaching
putting
her
hand out.
So in a way that you can either reach and grab her hand or rest your hand palm face up into hers.
So is her palm facing up, or is her palm?
Her
to the
palm is
side?
facing up.
Okay, then he places his hand. So he places his hand in her hand, palm up, like,
Excellent.
because that's not a handshake motion. That's a give me your hand motion.
Yes.
So he would put his hand in her hand
She takes a moment and
with a bow of set.
reach her own hand, and her second hand kind of like moves to the thumb resting in the on the palm of your hand. If that makes sense.
It does.
She seems to be pressing for a second and looking for something. Takes her a second and she looks at you. Nerissa is the name you seek. Her expression becomes darker. Handle it with care, so to speak. For she has slashed through history's page, an enemy of the First World's stage. And she'd let go your hand. What do you guys do?
Oh, Derek was waiting for Lucian to do.
Lucian's
do,
dead.
uh,
Lucian can't do anything.
There.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's an easy one.
Shiraz. That was easy. That was
so
great.
blunt.
That was great. That was so blunt. Lucian's been dead for days. He's pushing up daisies. We buried him ass up so you had a spot to park your bike.
We gonna get him back. We gonna get him back.
You have a wish.
Delali just absolutely jumps in and is like, "We wish for Lucian."
Ah!
Looks at Shiraza.
Oh.
Shiraza comes like disappears.
Too slow.
Takes a moment.
Anyways, Miku, you wanted something with Chihuahua.
Where would you want? Where is your mind at going from there? Do you want to
Are
be
we- so
back at the
what-
temple? Do you feel as if right now the comfort of Oleg's place would make you feel safe? Perhaps even the shores of Candlemere, perhaps. Where do you think you'd feel safe right now? That was a question asked to the party.
Oh, was she asking that? Is that an
It's-
in-character
The
question?
DM is asking.
Oh, all right. So the DM is
I mean, I
asking
think Oleg.
where they would feel the most safe. Yeah, I think Oleg's for them to. Yeah, for her to.
She raised
Her
her
to kick them
hand
to Oleg's would make the most sense.
and snaps. Everybody except Gilali are warped.
Oh shit. Bye, Galali. We'll miss you.
Give me a second. Wait.
She was a good sister.
Wow.
She will forever be happy in Mushroom Waterland. All right, so
Honestly,
for
not
the
bad
audience,
place to spend
what
your
new?
eternity after death.
So what new character should see a roll? Correction, Marmoset. She was your favorite.
Wow. So, just give me a second. What is that? I have pop-ups. Why do I have pop-ups?
Hey,
What the
while you
hell?
deal with the computer virus that Lucian just sent you with the pop-up, was book the correct answer for the one-way conversation?
Yes.
It's probably painful.
Oh.
No, book really well.
I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I thought painting.
Cenarian
Oh,
reaches.
Painting is good too.
Painting's a good answer too. Why didn't you say that?
I don't know. It was one of those things where like one or two words made me suddenly think of mirror, and I couldn't think of anything else because it was so good.
So you know, painting is probably one that's not the answer that I would have probably said yes. So
Okay.
anyway,
I'm too stupid for riddles.
Yeah, no. As soon
Out of
as you said look, Brand, as soon as you pointed out the look, I was also sold
That was
on
what.
mirror.
Yeah.
well,
That's what
because
so here's
because
the
I was
here's
so
the thing.
set on the three.
The correct
wildly wrong.
phrasing was not look at me; it's look into me.
And
Which also
yeah,
still works for a mirror because you
Fair.
look in a mirror, but you also look into a book. Like it
So-
could go either. We need to go back to the tongue.
There was also a point of
tongue
history in living which trees live.
Gilali.
where mirrors
That is
never
not
have
true,
lived.
Marmoset. that is actually a false rumor.
At any given time, there's always a spider within at least 3 to 6 feet of you. But anyways, Gilali.
That is also a myth. As I
Yes,
look
sir.
around my closet and hope that it is.
As you burn your house.
Alright.
As,
She looks at you for a second. An elemental rift disturbs these lands. Unleashing chaos none can withstand. I offer shelter, a steadfast shield. Yet none know this blight will not be healed. Until those from beyond the astral sea are quelled, this curse remains with thee. A riddle only answered by ancient blood. She lets go of your hand, and as she does, you're back at Oleg with the rest of the crew. And this is where we'll end it for tonight.
Like,
Galali, welcome. Did you miss the first train?
Apparently. And this is where we'll end it for tonight. I hope everybody had a great time.
this was amazing. I loved
This
it.
Yeah.
was so much fun.
So, this is something that I really appreciate. You guys should tell me more about these things because some people are more like, I want to kill people, I want to kill stuff. And some more people are more like, hey, I like riddles and etc. So, I try to lean into the heavy, like, let's do riddles, let's do pacts and stuff. Now we have Shiraza that officially became a warlock. So,
Nice.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yes.
I mean, that's technically how warlocks are made. So,
Let's
Yeah,
fucking
no, I was
go.
wondering about that. I was going to talk to you about that after stream.
oh, we can absolutely talk about that after the stream.
That's
Yeah.
If you think about it,
way
if
too
you think about
stupid
it,
for
clerics
riddles and
are
stuff.
just sort of warlocks in disguise.
Yes.
true. That's true.
Yes.
Warlocks, paladins, clerics,
So
all degrees of agreement.
you guys kind of messed up my riddles because I didn't ask the official last riddle I had. I had to look up one online, and I think that's why it was so easy because a lot of people know that one. But the first one, the one I had, was so much close to what you guys had said for the third riddle that was like, I can't. So the third riddle, the fourth riddle, the fourth riddle was, to all things and men I appertain, and yet by some am shunned and disdained. Fondle me and oogle me till you're insane, but no blow can arm me, cause me pain. Children delight in me, elders take fright. Fair maid rejoices and spin, cry and I weep, yawn and I sleep, smile and I too shall grin. What am I?
It's your reflection.
it as a reflection. And since you had said
It's a
mirror,
reflection.
I felt it was. Since you had felt like, and since you had like said like mirror, I felt it was like too close. I was like,
Yeah.
and I was
No, no,
looking like
that was-
really
that was
hard
good.
riddle on Google. And yeah. So
No. So,
Okay, Phil.
yeah.
as soon as you said round room, I was waiting for you to bring up the corners.
Yeah.
I had actually, Derek has never heard that before. I know that I know Derek chose Nick
Well,
Ray to
it
be
is
like,
a it is
"Oh,
a
we
for,
heard
it
this
is
when
it
we
is
were
a
kids."
format. Yeah, it's a format
But,
of
like-
riddle that's often used. So
Yeah.
absolutely.
So no, it was great. Puzzles are absolutely fantastic. The riddles absolutely fantastic. Combat is cool too. Like Marma said, this was more fun for for them to watch us. Fumble through.
Yeah, I'm sure this is-
If
it
people
book,
are
is it
saying
mirror?
online this is what they
is
like to
it-
watch, trust
is
me,
it-
it's only gonna be riddles.
Yeah, is it tongue or book? Can we
I'm sure,
jump
I'm
back?
sure riddles a lot
Can we
more
jump
fun
back
for people
to
who
the
don't know the game.
Jump back
to
to
the
what?
hungry?
Yeah.
Jump back to the hungry and how was it not 3?
Okay. I'll retell you the exact way that and the way
Yeah.
I'm saying it, as I believe Bran was saying, the way that it was said is important, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Say it.
Yeah. Think on words ending by "gree." Hungry and angry are
So,
two.
Phil-
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, can I answer this? So I know this puzzle in real life, and I didn't want to like metagame, so I'm trying my best to hint at it for you guys. It's agree.
That's not agree at all.
Really?
No, it's not.
No, the answer was tongue.
The answer was tongue.
All right, start
here.
from the say it from the top
Yes.
again, please.
Think of words ending with "gree." Angry and angry are two. There are 3 words in the common tongue. What is the third? What third? Sorry, third, not third. Third. It's something we use every day, and if you've listened carefully, I've already told you what it is. So the particularity is, forget the first part. The riddle
It's a red
begins.
herring.
The riddle begins at. There are 3 words in the common tongue, and you notice there's a noticeable pause there. There are 3 words in the common tongue.
Right. Okay.
3
What's
words
the
in
third?
common tongue. The 3 words
Yeah, it's
are
like they were
common
in
tongue.
quotations.
Yes.
Like they were kind of like in quotations, kind of
Yes,
like.
and I really leaned into, I need to make this, it needs to show. There are 3 words in the common tongue, and she made a definite pause
Right.
in between these 2.
Yep.
What's the third?
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I know, because
Thought you were-
that's not what you're looking for when you're listening to the riddle.
Yeah.
You're hearing the words, but you're like, eh. So I appreciate that. That's great. Just give me a second. I just want to verify a few things here. I hope everybody enjoyed tonight's game. I don't have a steady schedule for... So, next game for Kingmaker will be April 16th at 8 p.m. I hope everybody's going to be there. Again, chat is always welcome to interject. I'm looking into having more ways, again, to have chat get involved. If you have experience points that you've gained in chat, don't ever hesitate to use it. If you don't know how to use it, at the bottom of the chat, there should be a little star. You click on that, and it gives you a little menu with things that you can press, and it goes from 20 experience points all the way to, I believe, 20,000 experience points, which you can give magic items to the party. Please use it, abuse it. I'd love that, and I would really also like to have. I'm kind of flirting with the idea of having an NPC of sorts and having a text to voice thing so that it could have the chat say things for it. But I'm flirting with that idea, so I think that would be great. I don't know how we can implement it, but I've seen it elsewhere, so I'm still looking into ways to doing that. But I think that would be great, having like some kind of Warforge of sort that doesn't have a voice box, but that what they're saying is always text to speech from the chat. I think that would be an interesting idea. That being said, yesterday we held our first detective evening. I think it went great. Khan can probably tell you a bit more like that. At the beginning, it was a kind of like, but then we got a bit more into it, and we're looking to ways to making that more interested. So if you're interested, don't be afraid to show up and ask questions about that. And we're looking for at least 3 other investigators. So that means players. So if you're not a player yet, join our Discord so you can check that out. Link below, I guess, somewhere on the Twitch. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's game. That was to you guys.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Yes. Oh, this was great.
Yes.
Like,
It's a horrible
much fun.
time for a pause. That was a horrible time.
Wow.
So, how many experience points does Marmoset need before they can give us a full-size dragon?
There is no set experience point for a
Because
full-
Marmoset's been here since the beginning.
Yes.
I feel as though if they wish, they can give us a full-size dragon. And under no circumstance are they allowed to input more spiders into this campaign.
I'm curious.
Definitely
Can we see how
more
much experience
friendly
points you gathered yet?
dragons.
I don't think we can, right?
I have 7,000.
So
so
you have
I'm
7,000.
almost full.
He's
And
keeping
I'm-
it. He's keeping it for some.
Wait, where do I see how many experience I have?
So at the bottom of the chat, you should see 2 things. You should see bits and experience points, which is the little star.
I see bits. Okay, yep, experience. Yeah. Okay, so 5920.
Yeah, I was curious about that.
Yeah.
Can we, as the players, redeem it for ourselves? Because that feels weird.
Hell yeah.
No.
Selfish,
Absolutely.
and we can combine them, so we can combine.
No, you
and
can't.
buy a
No, you
friendly
cannot.
We'll name him
What?
Puff.
I could do that. We could all.
We'll, you know
No,
what? We'll make
no,
it a French,
no.
Gamble for you guys.
We'll make it a French golden dragon. He'll be La Puff.
La Puff.
Le
La
Okay.
Puff.
You know what? I would agree with a coffee cup dragon size called Le Puff that only speak French.
Oui, bonjour. Anglais, s'il vous plaît.
You know, I mean-
Le common tongue, s'il vous plaît.
Le commentaire, le taldan, s'il vous plaît.
You speak French?
Oh my God.
I'm such a
I had a
nerd.
great
How
time
are we
tonight.
fed?
I had a great time tonight, and thank everybody that was here on that aspect. See you guys on the 16th at 8 p.m. for the Crit Crafters Kingmaker campaign. Other than that, amazing human beings that you are and that are here. In the meantime, keep yourself posted with what we have going on the channel. We have the detective. We have a few nights that are dice craftings. Just hang there, and always a pleasure to see you all. In the meantime, have a great evening.
Good night.
Bye. Good night. Thank you.
Thanks for coming out. It's all about the technical issues.